Morning. That's hell of a sunrise, isn't it? Saturday morning. I'm not sure what day it is, to be honest. But yeah, a few jobs to do, a bit of fothering up, but feeding cattle and have a wander around one thing and another, and then we have no point in making work. I've got a bit of spraying to do, but I think wind's going to get up, and I think weather's going to change a bit. I think we're in for the west of the country. You're in for a lot of rain, I think, but this east coast just seems to fizzle out by the time it gets here. There's been ample rain, and it's a lovely. In fact, it's too warm, really, too mild, because our barley's just getting a little bit in front of itself. Our rape needs all hope it can get, but yeah. No, I won't say it's wet here. Drains are starting to run, but only just. But that's beautiful sunrise. And sort of 10 minutes ago, it was even sort of better than that. It had a lot of lines to it. It's either that or Putin's got a bit carried away overnight. Dropped a missile on Hull. Right, we'll go see what we're doing. Got that new bin installed yesterday, which was a good job actually. We were a bit worried about it because the other one was totally knackered. How the bottom didn't drop out of it, I don't know, with 18 tonne of grub in it, which could have caused us a lot of work. So swept yard up with bucket brush, a bit of a tidy up, because when we took the bin over, there was a lot of rotten grub and it stinks rancid, so we had to clean it up. So right, I've got some hoppers to fill with pigs. Just see cow and calf. Ollie made a new gate for this race this week because, well, little calf here, Andy, he wants some creep now, so he can come in here and get his creep. Doing really well actually. So, and he can't get into the yard, so he made another gate. These gates came from Driffield cattle market when it was in town. In fact, I went to a sale and I paid 90 quid for a great pile of them, and there was 4 piles. I wish I bought the lot now, and they were all like 70, 80, 90 quid, and they're brilliant gates, because you go for a piece of steel sort of that sort of size and gauge, Christ, your mate, it's 50 quid a lump. You know, not. In fact, that's quite thick gauge, very strong. Could be more now. You get nothing for your money nowadays. So yeah, we put this little gate here, and so he can get through there to his crib. But he's not being a bit adventurous. He's eating his mum's grub at the minute, but we're going to get him some better. He's doing really well though, isn't he? There's nothing wrong with him. She's doing it. In fact, he is for sale. So anybody wants, you know, both of them as a pair are for sale. And I've got a price in my head if anybody wants to ring up for him. You know, he wants to be gone because we need this empty soon. So we can sort of, when Dad starts buying store cattle, they come in here. And then we run them through to snort them, because we always snort that IBR up, you know, snort that whatever it is up their nose as they arrive, so they don't suffer from IBR or transit fever, whatever you want to call it. It's a type of pneumonia, I think. So yeah, they are for sale, so if you're interested, give us a bid. Right. He's made a good job actually. He's quite a good fabricator as well. And yeah, and he's pointing in the right direction with angles and a bit of, like, that gate's down a bit, but there's nothing we could do, because if we had it 100% level, I mean, it's down a bit, you really have to look, but if you have to add it 100% level, when you put it against the top of the wall, because it fastens back to that wall, it looks odd. You can hardly see there, but against the wall you can see that there's something not quite right. So no, it's right enough. These are on ad lib now. We stalled them, we gave them too much barley. But now we're on holiday, they stalled them, they just sort of, because increasing the ration. And anyway, they're back to normal now, so they're just eating as much as they can, or as much as they want of this Biowa barley's dry though, but we're mixing it with some proteins and molasses, and actually it's quite nice stuff. It smells like bread, but they're doing all right. But they aren't real big, but heifers don't get as big as bullocks, do they? But no, they'll be right. They should leave a profit. Right, we'll put some corn in here, and yeah, daily routine is just walk through them, make sure there's no lame, got bad eyes, look for any ailments, sort of thing. That one suffered the other day, it had too much barley. I think it's still a bit shitty, but and a bit stiff in legs, like it's got a bit of bellyache. But it'll come right. I mean, actually it's run off a bit. They don't take long to run off if they get an ailment. But, well, to be fair, if you look, I know it's a bit weird looking a heifer shit, but she's solid again now, so she's put herself right. And we've gone from feeding silage to straw, which a lot of fibre, and it'll dry their guts up, and it'll work with their barley. So, yeah, they're all right. Look pretty good. See, that one's a bit juicy, but it'll come right. Beef's at a premium at the moment. I mean, I don't think it's ever been as high. Whether it'll last, I tell you, it's all right. I was joking about Putin and his bombs at Ulf, but no, it's all right. But if prices drop off, I don't know. Have we got? It's all right if barley drops off, you know, for cowmen and bullockies, but it's all right for arable people. And price of fertiliser where it is, Christ almighty, it'd just take a bit of doing, wouldn't it? If we were paying £800 for nitrogen. I think it's in there, and wheat was £160 a tonne. It'd be nearly not worth putting in the ground. And it's all right saying, I mean, I've got someone who comments all the time, I'm moaning again, but I don't even listen really. Give him as much back as he gives me, you know, but it's all right. It has to add up at the end of the day, doesn't it? And I ain't moaning, to be honest. It's concern, isn't it? Stuff has to stack up, lest there's pointless doing it. I know we carry on regardless, through a good time or a bad time, but I don't know. Yeah, they're looking alright, they're doing alright, to be honest. That bugger will be away by Christmas, I reckon. I reckon some of this, it just needs filling up and they want to be cashed in. In fact, we could do with half a dozen out of this yard, because I don't know, they are real short of space, but they could just do with a little bit more. A lot of coughing and farting going on this morning. Name me. Yeah, there's a wagon load of pigs going next week. There's 3 yards in a row here what have done really well. They've been a separate batch to we got 2 different lots of pigs coming in last time, and these 3 yards, so we've got 900 here. Done really well, I mean really well. Bloody across the way. What is there over there? 700 over there. It's done terrible, we've lost a lot. They've had pneumonia as they can in. And yeah, they just run off and die like. We must have lost 60 out of them. So yeah, not a real good do. Well, for us or the company. Having a lot of brimming gilts in here. Oh dear, we've got a dead one here. We've got a dead one. That was unexpected. I mean, look. Hey, you should put that on camera, look. I think lads got that out because it was getting bullied yesterday. I think that these pigs nowadays are that highly, like Formula 1 cars. The genetics are that finely tuned. They convert their grub into pork that well. That's fair enough, but the health status has gone. You know, they're very susceptible to, that was probably heart attack. And ailments, you know, they seem to ail, but they do grow like mad. You can nearly watch them grow. But yeah, hey look, Where you get livestock, you get dead stock, I'm afraid. But yeah, they've done really well. Yeah, same again, daily routine. Walk through these. I do these twice. Well, we do cattle twice. I think Daisy gets her eating habits off you, Oliver.